right, so here is my success on how I was successful in Proving Grounds. I was ranked number 22 to 25 in the world, and I was using this build to use to compete in the Proving Grounds in 1v1. Now, this build is a lockdown build. It's a two-way perimeter shot creator. You have a height of 6'4" and wingspan of 6'11". Now, I love this build just because it can have an 80 drive and dunk that you can get the Devin Booker dunking package. If you have a 60 vertical with that, it's like you almost have contact dunk.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And the starting lineup for Miami, Rozier and Hero are the backcourt. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Ben Simmons is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Adebayo from long range. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Tyler Hero.
His offensive effort has really gone unmatched as of late. When it comes to that end of the floor, he's been accurate and explosive. Hard for any defense to keep up with that.
Driving inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, you see the flashy handles from Hero. He's not afraid to take chances on offense.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Rozier. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Great recognition. Understanding that that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed, owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Stolen by Rozier. Hero outside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Stolen by Rozier. Once again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
The Clippers call timeout. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Just over a minute and a half in. Knocked away. Stolen by Rozier. Fires from deep. And again, it's Miami from deep. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Gets the three to fall.
Just hitting all their shots early. What an offensive game plan. It must be the coaching.
Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Highsmith's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Powell. And Hero comes to help. Cuts off the pass. Here's Highsmith. Leonard defending. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense, hand in the face, crowd him, anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Timeout called. The Clippers. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year, they beat this team in both games.
Looking at overall steal numbers, here are the teams that continue to wreak havoc. Number 1, the Heat. Number 5, the Clippers.
You know, forcing mistakes is a point of pride for both clubs. They're willing to gamble to cause disruption.
And it's Powell with the ball for the LA Clippers. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Leonard on the wing. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
So for the Clippers, Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Powell, and it's done in for Ben Simmons. Dunn goes in. And that time also a missed shot. Miami dominating the game. And Grant, the Clippers have strung together 13 straight winning seasons. But at the same time, it feels like they've left a lot on the table.
Yeah, with all their star power over that time, they've made it past the second round of the playoffs only once. And that fan base is restless.
Now here's Dunn. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. And it's rejected. Fast break Miami. Here's Rozier. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Bogdanović. After the basket by Miami. Here's Hero. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hero is an instinctive player who can do explosive things.
Got a piece of it. Packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he dunks it down.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Now here's Dunn. No points yet. Here's Zubats. Highsmith grabs the board. Miami dominating the game. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Here's Dunn. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Miami possession.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. You look at the Clippers, middle part of the year. They're in 10th place. They need to put together some wins.
When I look at the Clippers, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now here's Bogdanovic. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Hero for three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Zubats. Will it go? The rebound by Ware. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And Adebayo slams it in.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And so it's Miami, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Jaime Jaquez out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Terry Rozier. And it's Ware in at center, filling out the middle.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
That's tipped. Here come the Heat again in transition. Rozier gets the bucket. Rozier's got 13.
We see it happen again. They give the ball away, and it immediately hurts them.
Leonard against Adebayo. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Batum checked in for Los Angeles. Ben Simmons comes in for Dunn.
Nicholas Batum. Ben Simmons.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Wiggins. And Miami again with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Heat basketball.
And if you want to know which shooting guards have had the hot hand, here are the top field goal percentage leaders over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Robinson, topping the chart with his efficiency. And, of course, Norman Powell. And you have to mention his name as well.
I mean, just a terrific group. All of these players are in danger of getting red hot from outside at any given moment.
Well, it's the kind of reliable shooting a team needs from the 2 spot. It makes the defense work a lot harder when they have to stay active all over the floor.
Batum. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's where Simmons defending. And he goes in for the dunk.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they had the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. But not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Wednesday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers.
This is a cushy slate coming up. They'll be facing a lot of beatable teams at home. It doesn't get any easier than that in this league.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
They're being careless with the rock. Too many turnovers could cost them this game.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. It's Jaquez on the wing. Fires the 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He played a great game against Charlotte. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's where. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Rozier against Simmons. Pass to Batum. Here's Bogdanovich. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA. What a setup for Jaquez Jr. All he has to do is focus and shoot.
Here's Rozier, and that one is hammered home.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And Simmons has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Pass to Eubanks. It's tipped. They grab their own miss. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's Los Angeles now. They've been making plays at both ends during this run, Grant.
When you're in a groove like this, there's no better feeling. They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And again, Miami running the court in transition. Jaquez, that's good.
Yeah, strong defensive pressure is giving them the advantage here.
46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Simmons against Rozier. Simmons looking around. Outside Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. The 11-footer. Here's Eubanks. Rebound Miami. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Jaquez, that's good.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Outside Bogdanovich. Tipped away. Here's Jovic. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Miami Heat showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. There was no stopping Terry Rozier in the first half. He had 18 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to take out.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers.
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. We need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that time.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, one of the stories here, Terry Rozier. Man, is he getting it done today?
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
It's Jones at power forward with Zubats at center. Powell and Leonard, the veterans, set on the wings. And it's Simmons in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Terry Rozier, he's checked in for Wiggins. Simmons against Rozier. Pure from three-point range. Rozier's got 21 points in the game.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Leonard. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
Heat basketball.
And as the season rolls on, let's look at the leaderboard. The best bigs from beyond the arc. Second, Kevin Love. And Adebayo third.
And these bigs have refined their games to the point where they're a threat to score from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, it's truly impressive how far their range extends and how lethal they are from downtown. This group of bigs is really special. They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
Stolen by Rozier. 4-3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
From distance, Rozier looking confident.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Adebayo. And he gets that one. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Simmons, the pass to Leonard. And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it could even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned, and that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. Shot clock at 6. Zubac passes to Dunn. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
The Heat have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Rozier from outside. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Who poked away? Now here's Leonard. Defense right on him. Dunn, the pass to Powell. Nabbing another steal.
He's making history. Tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Out on his own on the break. Here's Highsmith. Puts it up. And again, it's Miami converting.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And it's Powell with the ball for Los Angeles. They're scoreless since the first half. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Rozier gets the bucket.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the 3rd quarter.
Yet another steal from him.
Yeah, he's been an absolute thief on the floor tonight. Robbing them blind.
And by the way, that swipe puts him tied for 2nd all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him. Dunn, the pass to Powell. Left side Jones.
Foul, charge to Miami. Haywood,
so for the Clippers, Bogdan Bogdanovic checked in for Leonard, and it's Coffey in for Powell. And Miami with a change here too. Wiggins is checked in. Outside Bogdanovic. 6 to shoot. Poke loose. Robinson with it. Now Bogdanovic defending. Fast break Miami. He shoots it. And there are the Heat with another bucket. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Hero with the bucket.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Wiggins from long range. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And no good. The dry spell continues. There's the three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And another fast break from Miami. The Heat running. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Heat opening up a huge gap. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Heat. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at the 4. Here's Mills. Love grabs the miss. Here's Jaquez. And again, Miami with a triple.
Yeah, what a fantastic game for Jaquez. With all the little things he adds, big scoring nights are a huge bonus.
Miller against Robinson. Hero for 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Mills against Hero. Here's Miller. Oh, Robinson with a block. Here's Jovic, guarded by Batum. And that one drops for him.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Miami possession.
Miami making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Miller against Robinson. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Knocks it loose. Lets it go. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Fast break Miami. Burks got room. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Another turnover leads to another bucket at the other end.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Mills against Burks. Here's Eubanks. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Robinson passes to Jaquez. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Well, Robinson not known for his passing, but he will move the ball when that's what's called for.
Here's Batum. Pass to Eubanks. Rebound Miami.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And Love with the basket on the assist by Burks.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Stolen by Burks. And here they come. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Coffee on the wing. 5 to shoot. Off with the layup. Miami has gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
Pass to Miller. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here are the Heat. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Robinson gets the bucket.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
They conceded the points to him, and he couldn't take advantage. That miss might stick with him. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Heat.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Terry Rozier.
And how about his defense in this one? He was just wreaking havoc and racking up the steals. Really tremendous effort on that end.
Got a piece of it. Mills against Robinson. Mills attacking. Love grabs the miss.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
15 seconds left in the fourth. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Now here's Dunn, hounded by Rozier. 5 on the clock. Tipped away. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Heat basketball.
Off the inbound pass. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.